Good night. I am going to talk about some mitigation and prevention proposals for agriculture for climate change. First, I'm going to start with the mitigation proposals. The first one is one I heard many months ago about scientists that are developing a seed that is resistant to drought. And that will help because in some years from now it is predicted that water is going to be a resource that we're going to be lacking of. So it is good because even though we don't have water, plants are going to be able to keep developing and producing. The second and third proposal, I researched them in a page of an organization called Archangel Ancient Tree Archive. One of them is the archive, which is to archive the genetics of trees, and also it can be with plants. So if some years from now, like 100 years or 2,000 years, that species of plant disappears, we can plant it again and it can re-exist. The third and final proposal is to reforest. We need the wood of trees to elaborate many projects, but we can't just keep cutting them off. We also need to plant more to keep these resources producing. Now, the prevention proposals. The first one. I think it is very important the conservation of water because it is a resource that we need every day. It is vital for plants and for humans, so we need to be more conscious and really take care of it. For example, for the watering system for crops, we don't need to waste water. We really need to conserve it so we can assure it for the future. The second proposal, it also has to do with conservation, but this time for soils. We need to keep the nutrients of the soil because that is what gives us the healthy of the crops. And also we need to prevent the soil erosion to keep from losing the soil. And the third and final proposal I have is to reduce the amount of chemicals for industries and from agriculture, because I think that agriculture has become very dependent on chemicals, and we need to reduce that because that is what is damaging our planet. The emission of gases and everything is what is destroying us now, and if we continue like this, it's gonna be worse. So this was my video about prevention and mitigation proposals. Good night.